We're brothers. We're happy and we're singing and we're coloring. Give me a high five.
What is going on, you guys? It's your boy Joe Castro, aka Philly Fresco, here with my guy, Big Game James. Man, it is another episode of the Best of Enemies. Now, congratulations are in order to the Kansas City Chiefs. Obviously, they took off the Philadelphia Eagles, and congratulations to Big Game James and the rest of the Cowboys nation, because it feels like you guys won something as well. So I'm sure you're gonna be gloating and happy about the Chiefs going out there and beating us. But what's going on, bro? What's going on, James? How you doing, brother?
I'm feeling good, man. Obviously, like I said, feeling good because y'all lost. That was the greatest feeling. I don't care what you say; it felt great. Y'all banged out there. I give y'all props. Y'all banged with them Chiefs. It was a great Super Bowl. It was a great Super Bowl to watch. One of the better Super Bowls to watch in a while. So I definitely liked how there was some good back and forth. Came down to the last minute, but at the end of the day, y'all lost, and that's all I care about.
Yeah, it was. I mean, look, there's nothing really to
Yes, I
say.
am
We got to
hating.
own
I
it.
didn't mean to cut you off, big dog. Yes, I am hating, Samuel. I am hating. But y'all lost, so
I didn't choose the
hush.
Eagles. So who?
I said Samuel. Yep, I'm hating. I'm hating.
Hey, it is
I
what it
don't
seems
care.
like a lot of people are. It seems like a lot of people are happy the Eagles lost. But I said this earlier and I'll say it again. I'm happy. I like this. I enjoy this actually. It's nice to kind of be the villain for a little bit. Like it feels like
Y'all
everybody's
ain't
happy
no
that we
villain.
lost. It seems like it. You're so happy that we lost.
Because y'all the
I,
Eagles.
I mean, but you told me
You're in
we
our
weren't a
division.
rival. You
You are not.
told us you weren't a rival, right?
You're
So
not.
we got to be a villain. What else is there? I'm running
You're
out of
not a
adjectives.
rival, but we do content creation, and I have to hear the Eagles. So if y'all would have
It's
won, I
true.
would have had to hear that for the next 100 years. So I don't want to hear that. So
You
yes,
still
I
gonna
am.
hear it though.
No, I
There's
ain't
no
hearing it as
shame in
much.
this
Uh,
season. There's no shame in
Oh,
this
it's no
season.
shame, but you lost, so I don't care. You had a great season. It don't matter. You had a great season, but you lost, and that's all that matters. So you don't got to be a rival. You're in our division. Your fans won't never shut up, and I'm glad. And your fans are gonna make every excuse in the book. But we went there when the last time y'all went there 27 years ago. Y'all keep on holding on to that, but you know what? It's still 5-1. You guys are 1-3 in the Super Bowl. We're 5-3, so you don't have a good record in the Super Bowl. You've been to a whole lot of championships and you choked again.
We got to make sure everybody has their pens. But let's give everybody a moment to take out your pen and pads while we read this super chat real quick, because we are going to be taught the history of football in order to defend the modern day Cowboys. That's what we're gonna do today. But you got a $2 super chat if you wanted to read
Oh,
that.
shout out to my
'Cause I ain't
dog,
reading
Lord
that.
Nova 85, 199. Holla, Hurts fumble the game away. Go Cowboys. Yeah, I mean, he had the big fumble. I mean, you guys were, moving the ball. Y'all could have scored a touchdown, maybe put away. That was a big fumble because that changed the game. But,
Yeah.
you can call it history lessons all you want. I heard so many of your fans say, oh, you probably didn't even see the Super Bowl. You probably were 2 years old. You didn't even enjoy it. No, I actually saw my Super Bowls when I was 20. And then guess what? I'm older. So you call me a fossil or old head, what you want. But I saw them Super Bowls in the 70s too. I saw them. So I seen all of them. So I ain't a guy that just happened to read about it. No, I seen them. I lived them. I walked them. All that walk all that good stuff. So yeah, I seen it all. So it's all good.
Yeah, okay. I respect that. I said it to my girl earlier. I think she thought I was like joking. I was like, he probably saw them Super Bowls. I know he knows those days. It
Mm-hmm.
is what it is. The 90s was cool, you know what I'm saying? I used to actually enjoy their music, growing
The
up and
90s was
everything.
the best,
But we in the 2020s now, you know what I'm saying? And the
and
Eagles
still
right
losing.
now have been we lost by 3 points. We
It.
lost by 3 points.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna
There was
do
a
we
lot
lost
that
by
happened
three
for us to
points. We're gonna
lose
you.
by
We're
3 points.
no,
This
you were
was
up
not
by
a
10.
team
You were up
this
by
was not a
10.
team. Yes, we should have won that game. Definitely, hands down, we should have won that
Mhm.
game. We lost
Okay.
that game. I mean, there's no excuses to it. It's just, you look at what this team was. I mean, nobody expected us to do all that. So once we did it, hey, we came up 3 points short. We came up 4 points short. Literally, like we were 4 points away from winning the Super Bowl. You guys are literally like 3 games away from winning the Super Bowl consistently. So I don't know. All the like
So I
choking and
guess that
we
matters,
choked it
right?
away. I don't know.
Because you guys were 2 games closer. That matters. No, all that matters is who's
To me, it
hosting
does.
up that trophy. Because guess what? Super Bowl appearances are great, But if you ain't winning them Super Bowls, like the Buffalo Bills, them Super Bowl appearances were great, 4 straight Super Bowl appearances, but what? They lost all of them. And that's what they remember in history, right? Nobody remembers that you went 4 in a row. They remember that you choked 4 in a row. So you can use all that if you want to, and your Eagles people up in here talking, what are we jealous of you about? No, in the last 10 years, we're 12-8 against you guys. We're not jealous
That
against
matter if us losing in the Super. Let me ask this question: if us losing in the Super Bowl means that none of our seasons mattered, right? What does you guys having that? Oh, we're this against you guys in the regular season. What does that matter then?
because
If
we're
none of our
talking.
seasons matter,
No, we're
but you're
talking
saying
about
none of it matters if you don't win a Super
no.
Bowl. So if
Yeah,
it doesn't matter,
I mean, it don't matter in the end of the day because you're only playing for one thing, a Super Bowl, right? Yes
yeah.
or no? You're not playing for conference championships. You're playing for a Super Bowl. That's the ultimate prize. So if you don't win it, it don't matter. Let's keep it real. It don't matter. But if we're talking head to head, Dallas Eagles, because we're banging with each other the last 10 years, you guys are so great and you guys are doing so much and you guys are the model of everything. But you can't beat us, though. The last 10 years, we still whooping your butts. We're up 12-8 against you guys. Yeah, we're still whooping your butts.
12-8 is not whooping our butt. That's a
How's it
4-game
no?
difference.
But
That is
it's
not
who's
whooping our butt.
winning? But who's winning the last 10 years? You Eagles.
What are you doing with it? That's my thing. Like,
What
are
are
you
y'all
actually
doing with it?
doing
Y'all went to
We've
2
gotten a
Super
Super
Bowls.
Bowl. Went to
You
a Super
won
Bowl. We
one.
went to like 3 Super Bowls in this
And
generation. Like
and
since
you're 1
cell
3.
phones have come out, we have
Right.
literally been in more Super Bowls than you guys have been.
Oh, so
In the
you're
last
gonna
like
use a
30
cell phone
years.
thing? Okay, so
I'm
but
just
in our
saying,
Super
like the
Bowl,
last 30 years.
but have y'all had a run like we did?
Not yet. Not yet. What? Who's to
Exactly.
say we don't start one though? We have a very young team.
You can't
We have
start
a
one.
very young
You
team.
can't
Why
start
not?
one because in the
Why
first
not?
6 years we had 3 championships. We had 3 championships, and y'all had a 5-year window where y'all had 2, but y'all ain't got championships. You got 1, and you lost 1, and then you lost the
Well,
other
this is a
one.
new
So that's
generation.
1
If
and
we
2.
start
And
winning
no, it
now,
don't. It's 1 and 2 in the Super Bowls.
so no matter what, this is what I'm gathering from this. No matter what, we could literally win 5 Super Bowls in a row, but because our win percentage now is not the same as yours, historically we're worse. I mean, how far
If y'all
do
won,
y'all want to
won,
reach to
I'm
try
not
to
trying
say
to
that
reach.
we're a terrible franchise?
I'm
I
not
just
saying you're a
don't get it.
terrible franchise. I didn't say that. I did not say you were a terrible franchise at all. I even gave you props about Harry Roseman. I say he's a very good GM. I've told you I haven't ran away from that. I said that you guys are competitive the way he put y'all together. I did run away from that. But at the end of the day, y'all want to keep always saying, oh, y'all blah, blah, this, blah, blah, that. But let's be honest with you. If the shoe were on the other foot and y'all had it and we didn't, what do you think you Eagles fans would be saying every single time?
Oh, we would be talking that talk. It's just
Y'all would be saying the same damn thing we would, wouldn't
definitely
you?
be talking that talk.
Exactly.
But
So
my
it ain't
thing
no
is,
different.
there would be levels to it. There would be levels to it. Before we had our Super Bowls, when we were in that Super Bowl drought, which if you guys want to admit it or not, you guys are in a Super Bowl drought.
We're in a drought.
It's been decades. You know what I'm saying? So
It's been
when
decades.
we were in a drought, we talked differently. We didn't sit here and be like, oh, they made it. But you guys never gave us that chance. So I can never say how I'm going to react to something if I've never been in that situation. I've never been in the situation where I've had to react to the Cowboys threatening to make the Super Bowl even. So it's like, I mean, yes, we'll talk junk about you for losing in the playoffs every year, but to say that the Eagles choked because they lost in the Super Bowl, I think
you
that
did choke. You had a 10-point lead at halftime with a quarterback who just hurt his ankle, and we didn't know if he was coming back in. You did choke. You had a 10-point lead once again. How's it not choking? And you guys had a lead and you lost the lead.
These are the two.
Super Bowl ain't got nothing to do with it. Super Bowl ain't got nothing to do with you having a lead.
That's not a different level of play. That's not a different level of play.
So if we remove the Super Bowl, right, and you guys had a 10-point lead, if you guys were playing us, you had a 10-point lead, and then we came back and beat you, isn't it choking? Yes or no?
Yeah. All right. Okay. I see what you're saying, but it's not. I feel like you're saying it's like an organizational choke. That was a great team. Okay. Yes, we choked the lead. I'll give you that. I'll actually give you that. The way you explained it, I can't say no without sounding very biased. So you're right. I can't disagree with that. But shout out to Samuel Rowe with the $2 super chat. He says no one remembers the 0-2 New Jersey Nets went to the finals. Is that the year we got swept? Is that the year we got swept?
Yeah, that's when them Lakers came in there and smashed on them. 0-2 Nets was nice, and they got smashed. And like you said, nobody cares. Nobody remembers them what was it,
That hurt a
07
little bit
Cavs or
different. That hit a
whatever,
little
whatever
different.
that year was when the Cavs played the Spurs, they went, but nobody cares about that. Only thing people care about is when the Cavs came back from down, what was it, 3-1 in the finals, and that's the only thing remember. Nobody even remembers when them Cavs went and played against the San Antonio Spurs with that whack squad. Nobody remembers that. You know why? Because they were sorry and they lost. Nobody cares. They only remember winners, period.
Yeah, and the Nets weren't even really. I mean, in hindsight, they weren't that great. I felt like the East was just very weak that year. But I guess that's a that's a conversation that hit a little bit different. Sam's supposed to be one of my subscribers, and he really hit me with the Nets. He knows I'm a Nets fan. Like he had to tie. That was very impressive. I'm gonna give him that. Like the way he tied them together to take a shot at me. But damn, bro, like thought we was cool. But yeah, Rev Rebel just sent. I don't know if that's to me or you. I think that's
Hey, what
to.
is it? You or me?
I think that's you. I think that's you.
Okay. Appreciate you, Rev Rebel 95, $5 holler. It's all about the Eagles taking the L. We're going to remind you, Eagles fans, the entire offseason until next year, y'all can't win without Nick Foles, Joe.
That's funny. That's funny. I mean,
It's real.
look, can we agree here? Can we find a mutual ground? Because I know you're somebody that will be honest. Do you think that was a a great performance from Jalen Hurts? I mean, he went out there and balled out. What were your thoughts? I won't kitty corner you like that. What were your thoughts about Jalen Hurts' performance in the Super Bowl? How did you when you saw it?
Well, first of all, Jalen Hurts played very good in that Super Bowl. I was tweeting as he was making some clutch passes. He was banging back and forth. I remember when they came and scored that touchdown, and I said, "Hey, you guys are up." When I said, "Jalen Hurts, you up?" He took him all the way down the field. He had the long pass to Devontae Smith. You guys got right back in the game, got the 2-point conversion. Jalen Hurts balled out. But once again, it was a big fumble that he had. And also, when I look at Jalen Hurts, when I watched him, when they talking about the Super Bowl record, those rushes were like from 1 yard in. You know what I'm saying? Like they kind of hyped that all-time greatest performance in running Super Bowl. Get all them court. Dude they sneak all the daggone time. You know what I'm saying? Y'all sneak the ball all the time. It wasn't like he was running 20-yard runs and 30-yard runs for a touchdown. They were like inside the 5. So that was a little overrated to me. But as far as his performance, very good performance. But to me, he's still a running type quarterback. I am not still scared of Jalen Hurts throwing the ball. Like if you took that running element away, I think you limit Jalen Hurts. I think he still needs to work on that. And I don't know if he's ever going to be that great passer. You know what I'm saying? He has that element of that run game, and that's what makes him really dangerous is his running ability. Because if you spread your team out, he's a threat to run that ball, and that is a big element in this game right now, especially when your quarterback can do that. So that's the one thing that he really has going for him. But if you take that element away, that running game, I don't know if Jalen Hurts is still as effective as he is, just in my opinion. But kudos to him. He played great in that Super Bowl. I won't take that away from him. He played very good.
Yeah, I mean, over 300 passing yards. I loved what I saw from Jalen. Yeah, I will give it to you. They were very short rushing touchdowns, but that's a credit to what he did throughout those drives. So it was an offensive just showcase. Obviously, the Chiefs took a half off. It felt like in the beginning, but once they got going, we weren't doing anything. We weren't style. Our best defense was our offense. As I said before the game, I thought that was going to be the case. I thought the best way to beat them is to keep Mahomes off the field. That worked for a half, and then it didn't work. Like you said, Jalen Hurts did have a huge mistake that's just so uncharacteristic of him. That's not, but he also came right back on the next drive and scored the ball. So there was a lot to love from what he did. And like you said, there were some things that you gotta, I'm sure he would want to take back. But I think it answered a lot of questions, if not all the questions I've had about Jalen Hurts. Am I saying he's a finished product? Not in any, not by any means. I think that I can trust this kid to continuously get better. I don't know where he'll end up as a passer, kind of like you said, but I do think that he's going to continue to get better at passing the ball. So I'm excited to see what he becomes. I think the Eagles got themselves one. I will say that. You got one right here as well.
Oh, I gotta give me that $10 holler from my guy Matt Batten. He's my guy. He gave a $10 holler. I think it's right before him. We gotta say that cry Eagles cry. Choke 10 points. Love your big game, Jen. Yeah, there we go. Let's get that one in there first, and then we'll get the Lord knows. A lot of super chats rolling in. We really appreciate y'all. We love it. We love it. We love it. We appreciate you, Matt. You know what I'm saying? But I do want to say this. about I think it was before the $1.99
I
holler.
see.
Say it right there. So let's get that one up. Yeah, my dog Matt, appreciate you for the $10 holler.
That's
Cry
corny.
Eagles, cry, choke the 10-point lead. You're the best, Big Game James. Keep up the good work. Dallas Cowboys for life. I like hearing that. Yeah, I like hearing saying that to Ben. You know what I'm saying? You the best. I appreciate that right there. But let's go ahead. Oh, 199. I'm a Nets fan too. Got to win in the end though. He's not lying. You got to win. But let's talk about your defense, though. Let's talk about that defense. Oh, that defense. Oh, all our defense is the great defense. We got all that D. We got this, and we got them, and we got Bradbury, and we got Slay, and we got and we got Hassan. What's his name? Hassan Reddick? Isn't that the guy that Brunson? Ain't calling him no damn Lord. Brunson always hyping him, tweeting him every 2 damn minutes. Hassan Reddick this. Hassan Reddick that. He didn't ball in that game, though. He didn't ball in that game.
If we're
gonna
one tackle. Are we going to use context? Are we going to use context, or are we just trying to talk trash?
I'm going to talk a little trash, too. Now, I'm allowed to talk a little trash, too. Let me talk some trash, too. Thank you.
Look, at the end of the day, yeah, the stat sheet said what the stat sheet said. But
not what the stat sheet. He didn't do nothing.
If you watch the game, if you watch him playing the game,
I did watch.
I think that would answer your question. I think that would answer anybody that is watching its question. I think on both sides, you can attribute the lack of pass rush. And like I said, on both sides, you can attribute the lack of pass rush and just the overall. I think, I think that both offenses had a advantage on this field. I think that was very evident. So I think that I attribute both lack of pass rushes. Again, I say that both to the lack of field conditions. It was terrible out there.
Quizzy the Great disagrees with you, and he's an Eagles fan. He said, bruh, Quizzy the Great is always on my ass. Excuse my language. He says, bruh, Riddick was getting manhandled that game. I can't even lie.
He was not, though.
And the first day he came with them excuses.
You see him slipping all around it. And I'm not one to bring stuff up like that. I haven't brought that up anywhere else. I'm just saying, if you're really watching it, you see him slipping around and sliding around. You see it with everybody. You saw our kicker literally almost like snapped his ankle on a kickoff. Like Lane Johnson, you see a bunch of times slipping with under himself. It was just crazy. It was a crazy field position. I'm not going to allow one game in the Super Bowl. I mean, yes, the stakes are high and, the emotions are high, but I'm not allowing one game to dictate how I feel about a Hassan Reddick who had a crazy year this year.
He did have a crazy year
this year.
Crazy year. I mean, but he didn't show up in the biggest game.
I'm not sitting here. None of your players showed up for the biggest game. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's hard.
We didn't show up, but you're 1-3 though, right?
Glass house
is that true?
Situation with a lot of these Cowboys.
What is your record in the Super Bowl? Tell me what your record is in the Super Bowl. Tell me what your record is in the Super Bowl.
This year it was 0-1. That's all that matters to me. This next year I'm trying to win.
Do you have a winning percentage in your Super Bowls? Yes or no?
We have one Super Bowl. What does
yes
that matter,
or
though?
no? Why does it not matter, dog?
What is your
if you guys were 3-1, if you guys were okay, let me ask you this.
This is like you're just trying to find little stuff that you're better.
I'm not trying to find
anything.
I'm not trying to find anything. I'm just asking you, Joe. If you were 3-1 in the Super Bowls, would you not be talking about that? Yes or no?
If I was, no, I wouldn't. Right now,
so. If you won your last 3 Super Bowls,
I get it.
You wouldn't be.
Oh yes, if I won the last 3 Super Bowls, I would be talking about that.
Keep your mouth quiet. We won our last 3 exactly.
You're talking about 30 years ago, though. You're literally sitting here talking about.
I was there.
That half of those people aren't even around anymore. Like, what does Jimmy Johnson do? Sell like sausages?
Okay.
Like,
so if you guys never go to any Super Bowls again, you're never going to talk about how y'all went.
I don't know. I can't tell you what's going to happen in 30 years. I can't tell you what's going to happen to me in 30 years.
Well,
but
you keep on using
this one Super Bowl, I can almost guarantee you that because I've said it before, and people have talked to me, off of camera, and they'll be like, what if you don't ever go see it? At least I saw one. That's really where I'm at right now. Yeah, at least
I saw him too.
And that's fine. That's cool. But I would not be sitting there saying, but we got one in 2022 or 2017 and we made it. Like, bruh, I wouldn't be talking about winning percentage.
Yes, you would. Yes, you would. Just like I would just. You know what? I'm sorry. I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
I think it's more that you guys are afraid that we're gonna continuously get better because we continue We continue to put our best foot forward when it comes to the free agency, and you guys are scared because you're stuck with your self-proclaimed right cat boy or what was it that you call him?
How are we scared of y'all and we
Because you
own
guys
y'all?
ain't doing nothing.
We own y'all.
Us where were you? You
I just
own a
said the last 10
first-class
years we
ticket
whipped
back
y'all.
home. That's where you guys own.
Did y'all sweep us this year?
You own the regular season
Did
and
you
do
sweep us
nothing
this
after
year?
that. What is that
Okay.
a flex of?
Okay,
What is that a flex of?
It's a flex of, even though you're talking that you went to the Super Bowl in the last 5 years, you went to 2 Super Bowls, you're 1-1. This is the flex. We're talking about the Cowboys. Yes, we didn't get there. We already understand that. But we're talking about with the Eagles, how you're so much better than us. But how come you don't dominate us in the regular season
But
if
see,
you're
the
so much
thing
better
is,
than
we're
us?
not even
Answer
talking
that.
about being better than you. That's the crazy
You just
part.
said that.
But hold on. This is what I'm trying to say. The whole argument this whole week has been Dallas Cowboys fans being like, "Oh, you guys, you suck. You guys choked because you guys didn't win." What we're saying to you, because listen, what we're saying to you because you guys come at us is that you guys aren't even here. How are you talking when you're not here? That's what we're trying to say. It's not about that we are the best organization to ever. That's what you guys do. You guys talk about ticket sales and what you guys did in the 90s and how Jerry Jones sells, Hawaiian t-shirts
How come y'all can't catch
at
up?
the outlets. Like,
how come y'all can't catch up?
That's not like that's such a
how's that not relevant, bro?
I just told relevant. You. Why aren't you winning more Super Bowls the last 30 years then?
Because
if
we've
we're
been
supposed
messing.
to catch
Because
up, why aren't you making the gap larger?
I would just sit there and explain to you that. I'll explain that to you that because our front office has been making mistakes. We have been choking. I can admit we have been choking when it has mattered. I can admit. See, you can't admit. I can admit we choke. I am sitting there saying
we've been to 2 Super Bowls in the past 5
right,
years.
And I also and when I
that's the difference.
Right, you trust your front office, but your front office still ain't finishing the job, right?
They're 1-1 with this new front office. This front office that has got us to the Super Bowls.
Harry Roseman, how long has Harry Roseman been your general manager? 13 years.
You have to look. You have to actually look at that. You have to actually look at that and decide when.
How long has he been with your organization?
With the power that he has right now, that's been chopped up because we had Chip Kelly here. That's been chopped up. So like,
whose fault was that? Whose fault was that y'all hired Chip Kelly?
See, but that's what I'm saying. You're not listening to the actual facts. You're just saying, "Oh, but no, we're better." No, right now, if we're talking about this generation's Howie Roseman-led Eagles, we are 1-1 in the Super Bowl. So I believe that Howie-led team in the front office is going to get us back there. You guys don't. You guys don't trust Jerry Jones. You don't trust his son.
No, we don't. We don't trust. We don't trust Stephen Jones. Okay, we ain't really.
So you trust
Jerry Jones? Jerry Jones is. I think he would if he didn't have his son all up on him. But he's 80. I think Jerry would make the game. But Stephen Jones has neutered him. I said he's neutered him because he's worried about the money. Jerry has always been a gambler. Why you think he got them chips? Why you think he's went out there and got players? That was Jerry. But when Stephen came in the fold, he wanted to be all about the money. He wanted to be all about conservative. Conservative don't win. He won't step out there and go get a big name player when we can get one guy that can take us over the hump. That's what holds us back, in my opinion. That's what I've said. I don't make no excuse with that. I said that's what I feel holds us back. And then when we get to the game, I even said in that playoff game against San Francisco, we should have won that game. I haven't run away from that. But if we're talking about you guys right now, and we're talking about Howie Roseman, he's been your general manager since 2010, right? And at the end of the day, he still only has one chip under his resume as a general manager.
He didn't do what he does now. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You're trying to go 13 years back when he was part of this organization as a totally different thing.
So when did he get full power?
Organization for a grip. That's what I just told you. Once Chip Kelly left, he's the guy that took over. So once all that was done, once Doug Peterson and company came in, that's what we're grading him on because that's his resume. That's what he has done with full power.
Mm-hmm.
So we're 1-1 with him in full power.
So let me ask you this:
30 years ago, let's let this.
So how come you can't care what we did 30 years ago with our general manager when he came in? He came in and did the same thing. So how is it different? How is it different?
It's not recent because it's not recent. That's 30 years
ago. You're talking about
recent,
but we're talking about when somebody came in as a general manager and had full power, came in as a general manager. When Jerry came in as a general manager, right? Because he was the owner and general manager, he hit 3. Yes, it sucks that we haven't been back, but did he do it? So the same thing you're talking about, Harry Roseman.
What does that matter, though?
What does it matter with you? You're just talking about
That's what I'm
different
saying,
areas.
because you're bringing it up. You're the one bringing it up. I don't care about that.
Your dude came in with full power, and he's got 2 Super Bowl appearances in 5 years.
Yeah.
Our dude came in with full power when he came in, and he got 3. So where's the?
What does that have to do with us right now? What does that have to do with us right now? Like, that's what I'm trying to say.
Right
like,
now,
how is
right
that
now,
relevant at
right
all?
now, you guys have been to more Super Bowls than us recently. But at the end of the day, you got to catch up, right? And you're not catching up. You're still very far away.
To win a Super Bowl every year. Our goal is
and
not
you
to
don't,
catch up,
and you don't come close, because how many championships?
You don't come
NFC
close. How?
You're
what
right, but
type
how many?
Glass house type of shit is that? How you?
Okay, well, what about y'all though?
Where were you?
Didn't I post that? What did I post all them NFC championships y'all went to and choked? Is that choking?
Where were all your NFC championships in that time?
I mean,
you can't tell me we choked when you choked.
You keep on talking about times and eras, bro. It's the same thing.
No, it is not.
Yeah, it is.
2023, and that was 1995.
What does it matter? You're talking about eras. It's the same. How is no? It's not the same thing to you, because you don't want it to be the same thing.
You're talking about
you don't want it to be the same.
To say
it don't
that
matter, bro. It doesn't matter. It's still at the end of the day, we won and y'all lost. You went to NFC championships and choked. You got mad. Y'all got mad and got rid of your coach. Your coach went to the Kansas City Chiefs and started winning Super Bowls. Is that not correct?
He has one more than us. He has one more Super Bowl.
But he beat you. But he beat
one more Super Bowl.
But he beat you.
Okay, so what? None of your coaches were good enough to go to a different team. That's not our fault. Jason Garrett couldn't go to another team because you held on to a trash coach.
Okay,
exactly. That's not our fault.
Okay, it's not our fault. Y'all got rid of your coach, and he took you to all them championships and choked. He went to a different organization and won. He went to your organization. He was with your organization.
So did Jimmy. So did your hero Jimmy.
Right.
So did your hero Jimmy. Is he in the Ring of Honor yet? No.
Did I? Well,
you got more. Your fans have more respect for him than your organization, and you're flexing off that. That's what's crazy. That's what's crazy to me.
Yeah, because we have a power. We had a power struggle because our owner is weird like that. I can admit that. But when we're talking about y'all had championships, your coach, who you had, and I said Andy Reid is a damn good coach, but your coach was at the Eagles. He went to all the championship games and couldn't get it done with your organization. He leaves your organization, goes to another organization, gets a better quarterback than Donovan McNabb or Jalen Hurts, and he's winning.
Okay. You want an Andy Reid autograph? What do you? I mean, what? I don't know what that proves. What does that prove? Jimmy Johnson left and won too. I really don't get.
No, he didn't leave. He didn't leave us and win. He didn't leave us and win.
Okay, well then he sucked after he left y'all too. I don't know what this proves. What does this prove? That 30 years ago you guys were good. I agree.
Yeah, keep on using. Yeah, tell him Cowboys. Tell him wrong. He just capping. That's the word. I don't use that word.
You got wrong bit in here. I think it's delusional. Cowboy fans want to just hear themselves yelling in a mirror for some reason. And like you guys saw us win.
All y'all do is justify. Yeah, I saw you
had to wait 2 or 3 weeks. And now you're puffing your chest out like you guys did something. You guys again choked. You guys are again
you did too.
in influx. Have no idea what your team is going to be next.
And y'all choked too.
You guys are terrible.
We're terrible.
Year.
Did you sweep us? Did you sweep us? We're terrible, right?
We have an opportunity to get right back there. You guys don't. Your team is trash. Your team is big trash. You have a Dak Prescott who's going to continuously show you who he is in big games. That has been proven this year. Or are we using Tampa Bay to boast our record now? Is that
no? We're not using that at all. He played bad in that San Francisco game. I can admit it. When you going to admit it?
At least I have some faith in my squad. At least I actually have some faith.
What do you have faith in? You have faith in your squad because you said we suck, right? So how do we suck if we've been smacking y'all asses?
In the regular season, congratulations. You guys are the best regular season team of all time. You guys have done nothing.
And you guys are the best playoff team in all time.
Isn't that where you want to be good? Is that where you want to look?
You want to be good.
I don't know, bro. I mean, we could just troll and talk, but realistically,
I'm going to troll.
Like the Eagles are trash because
I didn't say y'all trash.
In the Super Bowl.
So
you're
put
saying
words
that
in my
our
mouth.
organization is not as good as yours. Who hasn't won in 30 years?
I sat there and said you kept on saying you kept on saying the Eagles are this so much better than us. But if they're so much better than us, then how come y'all don't whoop us every year? That's all I'm asking. Answer that. Just answer that.
I mean, it's not like you guys sweep us every year. We
Oh,
split
we
this
have been
year. You
sweeping
swept
you.
us.
We had a
You
4-game
had a
win streak over
3-game
you.
win streak. You had
We
a
had a
3-game
4-game.
win streak.
We had a 4-game, I
It
think.
was a 3-game win streak.
Okay.
You did not have a 4-game win streak. It was the last game, and just like this is what I'm talking about. A lot of Cowboys fans like to just make up stuff. You were talking about how Jalen lost to Dak Prescott two or three times. They only played once. I mean, like a lot of the stuff that y'all say is just to make y'all feel
Oh
good.
no, don't do
And
that.
I'm glad that y'all feel good.
Don't do
I'm
that.
glad that it's
I
making y'all
messed
feel
on.
good.
I messed that one up. I was only one other.
But you
I
just
added
messed
one
this
other
one up
victory.
too.
I
Y'all say
added.
stuff to try to make us look
What did
bad
I
and
say?
then tell us you cooked us. Like, come on, bruh. Come on, bro. This whole like the whole going back to the 90s, and then when I talk about how the 90s don't matter, you go back to, oh, but what did you do this? We're 1-1. Like I said, we are 1-1 the past 5 years. We're going to see what the rest of this franchise can do. And
Right.
you guys don't trust your organization. That's obvious. So you're projecting that on us, like we're supposed to be afraid of something. It's
Well,
crazy.
hey,
It's just crazy to me.
yeah, it's crazy how all y'all Eagles fans be bumping y'all gums and flapping y'all's mouths and talking all this trash out the side of
And we
y'all
got to
neck,
the
but y'all
Super
ain't
Bowl,
winning nothing.
14-3.
You got there and lost.
14-3, baby.
14-3, and
We
it don't
won the
matter because you
NFC.
lost.
What did you do? What did you do? You
We
did
sat there and watched
absolutely
y'all
nothing.
lose.
You won
We
Man
sat
of
there
the
and watched y'all
Year.
lost. We sat
Just
there and
like you
watched
do
y'all
every
lost.
year. Every year,
We
you
sat
guys
there and
watch
watched
other
y'all lost.
teams lose.
And so
31
do y'all.
teams a year
You
are
okay?
absolutely wasting
And so do
their
y'all.
time. Come
2017.
on, bro.
Before
The
that, what was
things
y'all doing?
Cowboys fans say.
The
You
things you
don't
say.
realize
What are
that
you saying?
the
2023.
realize
What'd you do in 2022? I mean, 2021, 2020, 2019, 2018,
what did you
2016,
do?
20. What exactly? So you
What
act
did you
like you're
do?
going
I like
every
how you
year.
skipped over the
You're
year we
not.
win a Super Bowl. I
I
like how
admitted
you
that. I
skip
admitted
over
that.
the
That's
year.
the 1 year. And how long are y'all gonna scream on that, Joe?
So do it for
It's so
you, and
funny.
we'll sit here for
Hold up,
20
Joe.
minutes while you
Hold
count
up,
back to
hold up.
1985
Hold
or
up, Joe.
1995.
Because you guys
Come
were
on,
sitting there
bruh.
screaming, man, whatever, bruh. You dudes be screaming that when y'all finally won a chip. When y'all finally won a chip, Joe, y'all was screaming that to the Himalayas. Oh, we won a chip. We've been there for it. That's all y'all were talking about. And even in 2020, before y'all went to the Super Bowl, that's all y'all screamed. Oh, we went to the Super Bowl the last time. So isn't that living in the past? Y'all hadn't been there, but y'all were still
That's
talking
at
about
least
some
that's
at
not
5
30
years.
years ago.
Oh, at
You're
least now
adding
we're going with
25.
the
It's
year.
2017
Oh my
was 5
God,
years ago.
bruh. Yeah,
Or 6 years
but
ago
y'all
now. Like,
so y'all were living off that though, right? That's the thing.
no
Everything.
one was living off that. If we
What?
were living off that,
You
we wouldn't
Eagles fans were
we wouldn't
not
be
living
right
off.
back.
Y'all had been to the Super Bowl recently before you had just went to this one.
How
You
is that?
weren't
How
living
were we
off that.
living off that? How were we living
Oh
off that?
my
Because we
God, you
brought it up.
lying. You
How is it?
lying.
No, answer
Bruh,
that
you
question. I'm
capping.
asking a question. How
Okay,
were we
what?
living off that? Because we answered.
Because anytime
brought it up.
anytime we got if I got in an argument with the Eagles fan, okay, I don't know about you because I haven't known you that long. But anytime I got into it with an Eagles fan, you know what the first thing that came out their mouths? 2017.
And you know what the first thing that happens here? What's the first thing that comes out of your mouth? It's
I
the
don't say
same
that.
30-year-old speech
No, I
that
don't.
you just gave me.
No, I don't.
Come on, James.
No, I don't.
James,
I
are we
just
gonna
started.
have to have
I
my
started this
subscribers
today.
clip you again, bro?
You
Come
can clip me
on,
again.
bruh.
I don't care. Bring
Come
Greg Joker
on,
to clip me
bruh.
again. I don't be
Come
living off
on,
the Super Bowls,
bruh.
but I'm talking about it right now. I'm talking about it right now. I don't
Oh,
live off that, but
God.
I'm talking about it right now. See, I'm admitting it to
All right,
you.
let me get some of these.
Yeah,
super
get all them
chats. Let me
super
get some of
chats
the
because
super
James
chats.
Big Game is cooking. He's getting super chats out
You
the
ain't cooking
wazoo though.
nobody. You
Let's
ain't
go.
cooking nobody, dog.
Yeah, we cooking you.
You got
1 and 3.
a bunch of sad
1
ass
and 3.
Cowboys that want to pay to
1 and
talk to an
3.
Eagles fan.
1 and
Think
3.
about
Beta.
that.
Y'all
Think
ain't no
about that.
alphas. Y'all
Think
ain't no
about that.
alphas. We own
Think
y'all.
about
Y'all
that.
ain't no
Think
alphas.
about
We
that.
own y'all. Yeah, think about how we own y'all.
Own that. Own what?
We
Own
do.
what? Y'all own a
We
first
own
class
y'all.
ticket to
We own
Dallas,
y'all.
back home.
We own y'all.
Every year at the end of the
Yeah,
season,
Eagles
y'all go
fans,
right
y'all
back home.
delusional. We own y'all though. We own y'all. We own y'all.
Okay, so here you go. You got another. Everybody gonna talk about how they had what we did in the 90s though. How old is Eternal Dynasty? I would love to know that. How old is half of these people? I know you, like I said, I know you were 20 when you saw your last Super Bowl, but
Rylan,
I highly doubt
why
anybody
am
else
I
in here is
big
that
mad
old.
when we own y'all?
I
Y'all ain't
highly
been
doubt that.
dominating us. You're crazy. You talking crazy. How am I mad? You guys just lost the Super Bowl. Okay,
And
you
we're not
just
mad
lost
because
it.
we know we have an opportunity to go right back. Y'all know that y'all team is trash. Y'all know that
No,
your
we don't
front
have.
office
Then we're
is
not
killing
trash.
you.
Don't say
You're
that.
going on
Stop
it. You're
saying we're
going on.
trash.
You're
You
going
said
on.
our front
y'all
office.
trash. I will say it 5,000
Okay,
times. You
okay.
guys
Well,
are
then
trash.
y'all are trash because y'all can't beat
Cool.
us.
Sounds good. But I know
Good.
it's coming
There it
from a
is.
hurt place. I'm telling
No,
the
it's
truth.
not. It's
You
coming
guys are
from
gonna go
facts.
on
I'm
your
coming
show.
from the facts.
You know you're gonna go on your
Facts.
show after this. You're gonna go
Facts.
on your show after this and talk
Facts.
about how the Cowboys, they need to change their mindset if we do anything. And then you're gonna come
Facts.
on this show and say,
Yeah.
"Oh, but we cooking y'all. We own y'all. We know." Come on, I watch y'all
We are
too.
cooking y'all.
Just like y'all watch me, I watch y'all too. Come on, I
feel
know
me?
what y'all
You
afraid
said we
of.
suck, but we be kicking y'all's butt.
How? What is
How
like,
we ain't
bruh,
kicking y'all's butt?
You're literally talking about a 1.5 year span. You won one game last year. The year before that, you won two. The year before that, you won one. Like, it's not like you literally have been sweeping us the past 10 years. Like, come on, bruh. Like,
Okay,
it's not a real argument. It's not a real argument.
So last year we didn't sweep you, right?
I just said that. I
And
literally
then the
just
year
said
before
that.
that we split.
Yes, we split. You won the last game. You won the second game of 2 games.
You sure?
I'm pretty sure. If I'm wrong,
Are
y'all
you
can tell me.
sure?
You can look it up.
Somebody
And
look
tell me
that up
I'm
in the
wrong.
chat. I need to know that for sure.
Because it was a
I thought we
3-game losing
thought we
streak.
had
It
a
was a
4-game
3-game
losing
losing
streak.
streak.
Somebody pull that. Make sure get that for me and make sure we know that
It
because
would have been a 4-game if we lost to Cooper.
I thought we beat y'all both them times.
Nope.
Okay, yeah, that was the last. Was that 2019, 2020? Okay, maybe
Nope.
yeah. Okay. You got me on that one.
Yeah.
You got. I can admit
You
it
know
though. See, I don't run.
Dog. You know I still
I don't.
love you,
I love you too, but I don't run.
I
I don't run from it though. I can sit there and stop and pause and say,
don't either.
okay, you're right. But at the end of the day, we don't suck. We make bad organization moves, but we don't suck.
Your front
Because if we suck, y'all will be kicking our butts every year, right? Yes or no? Just say yes.
We split.
Yes or no.
We split most of the time. Like, that's literally what we do. You guys had a nice little 3-game winning streak, and I'll give you that. But I remember talking to you last year and being like, it can't become a 4-game win streak. I'm not trying to deal with that. I remember being on that train of thought. Maybe something happened. Hey, I'm getting older. You could probably see the grays. You know what I'm saying? Getting a little salt and pepper in there. But yeah, they were like, I'm pretty sure it was 3-game winning streak because I would have probably went crazy for a 4-game win streak. But I'm just trying to make sure I don't miss any more.
Yeah, because them hollers been coming. Shout out to my dog, Matt. Appreciate your super chats and appreciate your hollers. They had a $20 holler. Appreciate everybody in the building. But at the end of the day, Dak did choke in that San Francisco game. But at least when he plays y'all, he whips y'all. Right?
Now this, look, at the end of the day, you guys have a better record against us than we do against you. I'll give you that. My whole argument and my foot that I'm gonna keep on putting in the Twitter ground and best of enemies when we get. I'm sure after this week we'll probably just get right back to draft talk. But right now I'll keep my foot down on this. We have had more playoff success, and I believe in this front office, and I don't think I can say the same about the Cowboys. So that's always my argument.
And this is always my argument. This is always my argument. When I keep on hearing you Eagles fans talking trash about Dak, okay, I get it. We haven't done the greatest in the playoffs. I get it, but I'll be sitting there still saying at the end of the day, he still owns y'all. I'll say that every time.
And I never give the credit. I think I'm very fair.
That ain't true. Joe don't do that. Joe gives the credit. Joe gives the credit. So I ain't gonna.
Yeah, we might talk our junk, but I'll be honest when I can't say something. Like, I've been saying that Dak was, the better quarterback and everything. I give y'all flowers. They might be, a little cut and maybe, in the clearance section, but I give y'all flowers.
Cut the clearance section. Dak owns y'all. Dak owns y'all. At the end of the day, what? At the end of the day, Dak totally owns your team. Period. And he owns that vaunted defense of yours. And I'm going to go back to that again, that defense, because you were bumping your gums about that defense so bad.
Let me ask you a quick question before you go to the defense. And I'll happily answer. I have no problem with that. Would you rather have this winning record against the Eagles or have been to 2 Super Bowls in the past 5 years, realistically?
Of course, you want to go to the Super Bowl,
so then
but I definitely. I said, but it's by this much though, Joe. It's this much because you know what? If the shoe was, I'm gonna just flip this one more time to you, Joe. The same thing I'm talking about. I'm sorry, Joe. Deep in my heart, I think you would do the same thing. Because if we had been to the Super Bowl and y'all had been whooping us, right? And we all had been owning us in overall records and still been kicking our butts, you don't think you'd be talking about that, Joe?
I probably would. I probably would. I ain't gonna
Yeah, you
cap.
would. And let me and one more
Like,
thing, Joe. I don't try to go back there in the 90s. I don't try to, but once again, if the shoe was on the other foot and we had just choked in the Super Bowl, right? And our record was 1-3 in the Super Bowl, and yours was 5-3, and you have more chips than us, you don't think you still be talking about that, Joe?
probably, maybe. I don't know. We'll
Hmm.
see.
I
I
think
guess
you would.
once
I'm
I get those 4 more, or if we need 5
You're
more
never
Super
gonna do.
Bowls,
We're
we'll
both
get
gonna
more.
be dead. We're
In my
both gonna be
lifetime,
dead
I'm
before
getting
that
5
happens.
more, and I
You ain't
promise
getting
you.
that.
I
No, you ain't.
promise you. I'm gonna
No, you
let you
ain't.
know.
No, you
Once
ain't.
I get, if
You
you
are
make it
not
there even
winning.
before me, I'm
No,
meet you there,
you
and I'm
are
gonna let you
not
know how
going. Y'all
they
ass.
went.
No, no, you're not. Nah. Mm-hmm.
We
Okay.
gonna get 5 more. We gonna get 5 more just for you.
Okay.
We
All
gonna
like
put
I
your
say,
statue up out in
all
Philly.
I gotta say is if the overall record with the Eagles was over the Cowboys, you would be harping on that. If you were kicking our butts in the regular season, you would be saying that to me. You would be letting me know that. If y'all had swept us this year, you would be letting me know that. If y'all had a 3 to 4 game win streak over the Dallas Cowboys, you would be letting me know that. If Jalen Hurts was 8-2 against the Dallas Cowboys, you would be letting me know that. But guess what? It ain't like that. It's in my favor. The thing you have over us, you've been to chips. I can admit that. I can admit that. But at the same time, when you say we choke, I can go back to saying you're choke. You went to all those NFC championships and you only have one hardware. That is choking, isn't it not? Isn't it not choking if you go to all those just let me finish. If you go to all those championship games and you don't win, or if you go to all those championship games and you don't go to the Super Bowl, or when you do get to the Super Bowl, you lose. Is that not choking?
I mean, yes, individually, they on that individual team, that team individually choked. But I don't think that's an organizational thing. I don't think that means that your franchise is better, because your franchise was different in the 90s. The people that brought you those championships aren't there anymore. So I don't know. I just think that
I mean,
I
Doug
get what you're
Peterson,
saying.
then don't mention Doug Peterson then because he ain't with you no more.
I get it. I mean, Howie
Right?
Roseman is. That's the guy
All
that put
right.
the
So
team together.
talk this last. Don't mention that
Jimmy Johnson did.
2017 then,
Jerry
right?
Jones didn't put
By
the
your
team together.
standard.
Jimmy Johnson did
They
put
both
that team
did. They
together.
both did. Don't do that. They both did. They both were there. You trying to tell me about Harry Roseman? Oh, you ain't there because you don't know all that. And I backed off and said, "You're right, Joe. I don't know that because you know your team." But guess what? Jerry Jones and Jimmy Johnson were both hand in hand in there, aggressive as hell when they both came in and did the damn thing. That was both of them. It wasn't just one person. It was both of them. So don't do that.
If this isn't the
Tell them
biggest pot calling the kettle black, I have never seen. Shout out to Rome, first of all. That's my dog. I'm glad
that's
you
my
back. Remember,
dog. I'm glad
I
Roll
was
back
talking
too.
about him last week. We was talking about him. I was like,
I'm
"Where's
glad to
Rome
hear
been?"
it too. I love Rome.
Yeah,
Thank you,
yeah,
Rome. I'm
but
glad
you
you up.
wasn't here for a little while, dog. So don't
Who?
call me a sore loser.
Oh.
Cowboy Rome was not here for a good week. He was gone from chat. He was gone. So I'm just
He,
saying, don't be calling
he
me
was
no
just
sore
ghost
loser.
watch. He
I'm
was just
here.
chilling. He was in there just probably
He
just
was just chilling.
he was sitting there just chilling,
Yeah, he was
dog.
just chilling.
You know what I'm
He was
saying? He
just
was just up
chilling.
in there chilling. You feel me? But listen, I'm not letting you off about this defense because how many who was that running back? Ponchero, whatever his name is.
Yeah,
What round was he drafted in? He was running all over your defense.
but
Running all over your defense.
it is a lot this defense got to figure out. Obviously, we got a lot of free agents, you know what I'm saying? And then we lose our defensive coordinator, which is probably a good thing for this defense, because it just I said it before, that field really caused issues for both sides of the football, both teams, right? And as a defensive coordinator, I feel like the Chiefs at least try to adjust. Our offense coordinator, we were changing our cleats. There was really no changes made on our defense. We were running man to man, like we were doing stuff that put you in bad positions. Like it just, there was probably 100 things that lost us that game. But one thing that I really do feel like just stands out is the lack of adjustments, the lack of changes made by our defensive coordinator. So it was a bad showing. You wanted to, even if the field had no effect, right? Like even if you take that out of it, and even if you take Jonathan Gannon out of it, and you're like, well, they've kind of dealt with this all year, they should have done it. The players should have done it one more time. I mean, you want them to go out there and have another good performance. I mean, it's heart-wrenching to lose like that, man. And, going back, you look back at the 2017 season. I know I'm not allowed to, bring that up anymore, but you look back at that year, we did not have a good defense in that year either. Our defense was absolutely garbage in that Super Bowl. I mean, historically bad, right? But they made that one big play. So the one thing that I think really just torqued at my heart was that I kept waiting for that one big play. And it just, as everybody knows, never came. You're waiting for that one sack, that one interception, and it just never came. The Eagles have never, ever gotten an interception in the Super Bowl. And that is a annoying stat now. That's something that I'm going to think of all year. But like I said, I mean, look, this is fun to me. I like to go back and forth.
That was a seventh round running back too.
Yeah, but
rounder.
there's we definitely got questions this offseason, but I'm excited. I think we're gonna be fine. I think Howie Roseman gonna figure it out. I'm really
and
not
Juju
that
Schuster,
worried.
who y'all been trolling, he tore y'all up.
He ain't tear us up. What did he have? He ain't tear
He had
us
like
up.
nine. He had
one
like 9
touchdown.
catches.
Did he? Oh, for whatever.
He was a leading. He was a leading pass. Yeah, he was a leading pass
I'm trying to
receiver.
erase that game.
Yeah, he was a leading pass. He was the last leading pass catcher in that game. And when you
Mahomes
look at
only
it,
had. Go ahead.
only he right. He only had 186 yards, but he tore y'all up in that second half. Y'all had it. Y'all defense had it, and every time y'all had it, he came in there and did it to y'all. And didn't I say before? But now hold up, Joe. Now before y'all played this game, didn't I tell you? I said, man, y'all played Daniel Jones. Y'all getting kind of lucky. You played Daniel Jones. You played a Brock Purdy who was hurt. Y'all didn't really play any great quarterbacks. I said, I can't wait to see your defense. I did. We can go. Let's rewind that tape, okay? Because I said, I can't wait till y'all play a real quarterback. Your defense plays a real quarterback, and let's see what happens. And guess what happened? Y'all played a real quarterback, and you lost.
Yeah, I mean, I do blame a lot on it is on our defense. I mean, shout out to Eternals down there. This was funny. I ain't gonna cap trying to cry it out my memory. That is the first day. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Me and my girl was driving back. We went to my homeboy crib. He lives like an hour and a half, 2 hours away. And we drove back and it was like complete silence. Shout out to my girl. I love her. She was like staring at me like, you all right? You good? Like, you good? She's a diehard Eagles fan too, but she was like checking on me, and I was like, whatever. It is what it is. It hurts, man. I ain't gonna cap. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, it's I didn't even feel it. Nothing happened. Like, it definitely feels like somebody stabbed Joe ass, but it feels like it was my defensive coordinator that did it. I mean, we're gonna have to figure it out. I think that a change at the guards for the defense is gonna be good. I think we're going to be able to get some good players here. I think seeing what happened with Steven Nelson, seeing what is happening with James Bradbury, you look at his market value now. I think we'll be able to get somebody that may be in the similar position. And there's always that vet. There's always that random vet that either gets cut or, something happens and he's available and he's like, listen, I'll do something for a cheap 1 year, prove it. We've been very lucky in that sense that we've been able to do that. This isn't going to be the same defense. We're not going to have the same guys out there, but I do feel confident in my GM that he's going to go out there and do what he's got to do in order to get the guys he needs to have. I mean, it's going to be interesting. I can't sit here and say it's going to be easy. It's going to be a cakewalk, but
hey, Joe, can I also say something? I just want to say something to your fans too. I know our fans be acting crazy, but I'll be listening to our fans. Our fans don't really come at you all crazy, but y'all, I can always tell you guys and this is what your coach too, okay? He has that fake alpha energy. You talking about beta? Your coach has fake alpha energy. I'm sorry. He has the fake alpha energy. No, he ain't. Your coach has fake alpha energy. He has fake alpha energy. The fakest alpha energy I've ever seen from a coach. I saw your quarterback when he was trying to throw the fake alpha energy, and they told him, and even your quarterback said, "Put your damn hand down. You're not tough, bruh. Just coach. Stop doing all the extra. See, all that stuff sounds good because you're winning. You feel me? All that stuff looks good now because you're winning, Joe. But all that fake alpha energy is going to run out, and your fans are probably going to turn on him when you ain't winning because I ain't nobody believing that stuff. And just like a lot of the fans all coming in there, as soon as something goes down, y'all get to insult him. I don't be insulting. We don't be insulting. I don't be seeing insults. We just say, okay, you got us. But as soon as we sit there and tell y'all something that y'all didn't do, oh, y'all clown this. Oh, y'all get so mad and bent out of shape. Why do y'all
I
get
think it
so
goes both
mad?
ways. It goes
No,
both ways.
they don't do
Dallas
that to you like
Cowboys
that,
people.
Joe. Did they
Maybe not in this chat. I have to keep a better eye on the chat. Then I have to because sometimes we be going
do
at
they
each
be
other.
killing you like that on Twitter?
On Twitter, some of you, I don't want to say killing me because that sounds a little bit like, I'm saying like I can't hold my own. But
No, I know you
you
can hold your
ask
own.
Ro. You know what I'm saying? Ask Ro. You see it. You ask Rome, ask Tuck. I'm the one that's not going to shut up. It might not make me look the best sometimes.
But
But
here's the thing though. When I be on Twitter and I make a post on my Twitter, Eagles fans come in there talking reckless. They get in their feelings so quickly. Always in their feelings, always with this fake alpha energy, always just going overboard and going crazy with it. We just talking football. Y'all get so daggone butthurt and bent. Why y'all get so butthurt and bent out of shape? Eagles fans, calm down. Y'all ain't gotta be so mad. I'm just talking trash. Why y'all get in y'all feeling so much, man? Why? Because y'all are a little brother. That's why. You're our little brother. That's the truth.
Literally
you're our little Eagles are our little brother, and that's the fact. And y'all always look up to our organization. Y'all always wanted to be better than us. We ain't never looking at y'all as a rival. And I'm gonna tell you right now,
that's just not true.
Hold on. I'm talking from me. I'm not talking about nobody else. I'm talking from me. I made the post, Joe, when I said this is a rival and this is not a rival. When I posted the San Francisco 49ers, they ain't want to chip in forever, but they still get respected in this league. They're still competing and things of that nature, but they ain't won no chip. They went to the Super Bowl and they lost. But at the end of the day, that's our main rival because they got 5 and we got 5. And our all-time record between us is like 19-19, and we don't even play in the same division. We have the most playoff appearances against each other. That's a rival. When you're dominating a team like we do, you guys, let's just keep it real, okay? And even in the postseason, would you really consider that a rival if you were doing that to us?
I mean, if you don't consider, I really don't consider y'all a rival. I look at the Giants.
Yes, you have. You said you were our rival.
You don't care about
okay, I'm gonna pull up
clip.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna find clips because you said that multiple times that you said we are our.
We whooped y'all real rivals' ass. Y'all should be thanking us. You know what I'm saying? Little brother got his ass whooped.
I said I was glad. And that aspect, I was glad you beat the Niners. I did because I said they're our rival and you're not. And I said I don't want to see them get 6. And I appreciate y'all. I appreciate that. Y'all are little bro. You're little bro. Little bro.
Why did little bro have to go in there and handle big bro's business? If we little bro,
hey, sometimes little bro can come in there. Sometimes little bro can come in there and surprise people. And you know what? You got to have your brother's back. So we appreciate you having our back. But guess what? We appreciate y'all having big brother's back on that day because y'all are little bro. You understand that, Eagles fans? Y'all little bro, and y'all know it. Little bro. Because if y'all were big bro, y'all would have more victories than us. If y'all were big bro, y'all would own us. Y'all would just be smacking us every year if y'all were big bro. But we're big bro. Dak Prescott is your big bro. And I know he did it in the playoffs. Dak Prescott is your big bro. Now, y'all can get mad all you want.
He ain't even the best quarterback in the NFC East no more.
Jalen Hurts is?
That title's taken.
We'll see.
Joe here. Jalen here.
We'll see. But you know what? He's 8-2 or 8-3 against y'all, right? So he's big bro.
Yes. Jalen gonna be father. He ain't big bro.
He gonna, but he ain't. He popped.
Right now, he's
they've only played one time, right?
He's pops.
He's pops right now. I don't think so.
Well, go ahead. My bad.
We were division champs last year, so don't act like you're running away with the division every year.
We win again,
you're not doing it.
If we win again this year,
if was a fifth.
I'm just asking. If we win again this year, you're gonna have to crown Jalen Hurts pops of the division.
Not if he's doing that to Dallas. If he's whooping Dallas, yeah, but he hasn't been whooping Dallas.
Let's put. All right, I don't know if anybody. Yes, I'm sure our chat will remember this.
Yes or no?
7 minutes. All right, let me ask you a question. Would you bet? I will make a bet right now that the Eagles are going to sweep the Dallas Cowboys.
Ooh, let's put some money on. How much you want to put on that?
Let's put a pride on it.
Okay, we'll put pride on it. Let's remember this. Let's remember this convo. Because go ahead.
And I was gonna say maybe
answer that question too, because Joe and before we finish that, answer Rome's question too. But yes, let's have that wager. If you guys sweep us, what next year? He's big bro now. I don't think so. He's got to have more.
If he wins, you're gonna have to admit that Jalen Hurts is the father of the NFC East. That's all I want. I just want you on this show to be like, Jalen Hurts owns this division.
Okay, that's the bet. And if Dallas sweeps y'all next year, what are you gonna say? Dak is your daddy?
All right, I'll say that if you're saying Jalen's your daddy. I'm not.
Okay.
I gave you a pretty, you know what I'm saying? I gave you a pretty clean one. But
Okay.
we could make it like that.
Let's make it like that.
Say
Dak
less.
is your
All right,
Dak is your
everybody gotta
daddy.
keep us accountable.
Keep
Everybody gotta
us accountable. Y'all hear that? But you right now, who owns y'all? Who's the father right now? Dak or Jalen?
We gonna figure that out this year.
Has Jalen beat Dak? Has Jalen beat Dak yet?
I don't think so. No, I think it's like 1-0. I think you're
Okay.
1-0
Thank you.
against
So
them.
right now,
I can't wait
Dak,
till we play y'all.
So
At full
right now,
health. Like,
Dak
this year
is
pissed me
so
off.
so right now is Dak Jalen's daddy?
Nah, we ain't missed this bet last year. So I ain't saying
Yes, he
that.
is. Daddy
I
Dak.
ain't say you. I know
Here
what
he
you're
is,
trying to say. It
Daddy
ain't gonna
Dak.
happen. It
Daddy
ain't gonna
Dak.
happen.
He's
It ain't gonna
the
happen.
daddy of y'all because he's your daddy right now because he owns y'all. Is that not correct? And his numbers are phenomenal against your great defense.
We had a great defense this year. He did have a very good, a very
and he
good
torched
game
y'all.
against us. He did. Hey, I can't lie. But we're gonna see what happens. I mean, Jalen gonna show out. I can't wait till they play each other. That's gonna
I can't wait either.
the most anticipated game of all time. I feel like on this channel.
And I can't wait to say who's your daddy.
Before Rome like busts a vein. I feel like he's gonna scream at me. You see him ducking my questions. Who's the best quarterback Hurts has beat? That's a good question. I'm trying to think of.
Rome. He stuck it in and he turned the knife.
But
he
no,
stuck
see,
it
but the
in
thing is,
he stuck it in the gut and then he twisted
The
it.
reason why it's taking a second to think is because I can't think of any quarterbacks that play safety or linebacker or DN like don't quarterbacks play defenses? I could tell you some top 5 defenses he's played, but I can't think of a quarter. I can't remember the last time Aaron Rodgers picked him off. I can't remember the last time Dak Prescott himself tackled him for the game winning. I mean,
hey,
I don't
Mr.
know.
Roddy,
I think
hey,
that
Mr. Rudy Poo, Goofy Goof. Dak beat Rodgers too. Rudy Poo.
Dak lost to Rodgers when it mattered. I'm sorry. Y'all some regular season champs, and I'm very proud of you. And I can't wait to see that banner hung. Like, but we saw the Eagles lose. That's what it feels like.
And y'all hanging y'all participation banner up there because it don't say winner, does it?
It says NFC East champ. It says NFC champ.
We had that too. Yeah, but
when?
it don't say Super Bowl
When's the
champ.
last time y'all seen that? Yeah, them dusty as that. They
Here
probably
we
weren't
go.
even. They probably not even banners.
One thing about Super Bowl trophies though, they don't have no expiration date, do they, Joe?
True.
Yes or no?
True.
Mm-hmm.
True. Ours are a little bit nicer. I mean, ours are a little bit more modern.
No, you said ours. One. You have one.
Ours, there's a lot of us though. All ours.
Y'all
Ours
have
doesn't mean
one.
no
Y'all
man.
have one chip out of
Y'all have
100
none in the last
million.
30 years.
Right, and y'all
Out
have
of
one chip.
54, so it took us 54
and how long
years to get.
How
ring,
long
right?
did it take
took us
you?
54.
How long did it take
I think
y'all?
it was 54. I think it was 54. Right, so you're more than halfway there without a Super Bowl, but. That's not the conversation y'all want to have. Y'all want to talk about a team that lost by 3 in the Super Bowl.
Oh,
hey, go off.
Say, hey, before you say that 3 points, say before. What was the sentence you said? You lost. Love it. You lost.
It is what it is. You didn't get there. You lost too. You lost
right.
to
No,
to
actually,
Brock
we
Purdy,
won.
Who couldn't
we
make
won
it out the first quarter.
Actually, we won because y'all lost, so we
saw
won.
Us lose.
Yep.
That's the weirdest statement in my life. That is the weirdest. We won because
weird.
y'all lost.
Yep.
What?
Right now. Yep. It's weird.
What?
It sure is.
That's
I am admitted with you.
crazy.
It is super weird right now, but it's super crazy that we got 5 and y'all still sitting on 1. And when I die, I'll be able to still say the Eagles ain't catching up. Y'all so damn good. Y'all was running the 2000s. Y'all was doing this. Y'all was doing that. But at the end of the day, you still only got 1. So all that domination and all that sticking out y'all's chest of what y'all doing, you're still sitting on 1.
See, I hate when people say dumb stuff like this. If they don't know how football worked, you probably shouldn't be talking about it. Like,
and you know how hard it is to get to a Super Bowl. You know how hard it is to
First of
get to
all,
a
that's
Super Bowl,
not when
Joe, right?
Super Bowls started.
Oh, we
1933,
ain't
when the
yeah, we
Eagles
ain't talking
became a
about that.
team.
But can
Like,
we
bro, I
admit
hate when
though,
people say
Joe?
stupid shit.
But
Like,
can we
I'm
admit
sorry.
though, Joe? It is very hard to get to a Super Bowl, right?
It
It is
is. It
very
is.
hard.
And we're gonna
It
get
ain't
right
it
back.
ain't easy. Well, that's what you say.
3 and 7 years. I think this year
We did that too,
might
Joe.
fall
You're
short.
acting like you did something that we ain't
I'm
done.
not saying that we did.
Okay.
I'm just saying we're
Okay.
going to do it now. I'm saying that in the near future. I'm not talking about 30 years ago. I know what
Okay.
y'all did. I'm not taking
You
it
keep
away
on
from y'all.
going
I
this
know what
30
y'all
years
did.
ago, but at
But
the
that's
end of
what
the
you're
day,
talking
you
about.
haven't did what we did. If even if
Okay,
it
and
was
I'm not
30
saying
years
that
ago,
we did. I'm saying we're
right?
going to do something.
You're not. You're not. You can't do what we
Okay,
did.
y'all have no proof of that. Y'all
I
told us
do.
we weren't going to win in 2017. We did. Y'all told us
You
we weren't going to
can't.
make the Super Bowl
No.
this
What I'm
year, and
saying
we
is,
did.
you
Like,
can't do what we did. We came out the box and we got 3 out of 4 years. That hasn't been done, except with the Patriots, I think, right?
what is that? But what are
Or
you
maybe.
basing that on? What are you basing that on? This is his 3rd year, right? So if he
Mhm.
wins one more, we would be one short of you. So that makes you a huge difference
Hey,
between, like,
if Jalen Hurts comes back and gets into another Super Bowl, there's a conversation where, like, hey, man, Jalen Hurts is pretty good quarterback. You get what I'm saying? But we still got to see what's going on. And like I said, I ain't never ran away from Jalen Hurts not being a dog quarterback. He stepped his game up. But I still, in my opinion, about Jalen Hurts, he's still a running quarterback who throws the ball. He's not a throwing quarterback who runs the ball.
it's gonna be interesting how we look at all these draft prospects. And I know you got to get on your next show, so we're gonna wrap this up. But
Oh, I still got some time. Don't run. I still got some time. Yeah, I got a little. Yeah, I got.
I was trying to be
No, I
nice,
got.
man. I was
No,
trying
I
to
still got a little bit of time.
be,
I like this. I love
but
listening to all your fans with your little excuses. Like we say, you say we
little
got
excuses.
excuses.
Here we go.
Oh,
Y'all the
they're
king of
fossils.
excuses.
They're fossils.
At
And
least our reasonings are on videotape. You guys are talking about stuff that they had to do highlights on etching sketches and stuff. Like,
etch a
I
sketch.
mean, it was a totally different game. That's when we had college football games and stuff. Like,
It was
was
not a totally different game.
game.
The only thing was different
Totally
was free
different game.
agency.
And the salary cap.
That's what I just said. Salary cap. That was the biggest thing.
I mean,
But we ain't
we said
talking.
free
But
agency.
that's what I mean. Salary cap, free agency. I mean, that wasn't big at that period of time. So that's the only major change of that's why what's going on if we're talking about that. But at the end of the day, yeah, they're old, but they don't expire. And at the end of the day, y'all still got to catch up. And y'all had an opportunity to get 2. And remember, we talked, Joe, and I said, I'll start maybe thinking about y'all being a rival when y'all get more chips. Well, you ain't got one, so you still ain't no rival, huh? Because you can't win it. And don't mention 2017 because your coach wasn't there. And
Don't
Howie
mention our
Roseman.
don't. So
So
your
don't mention
coach
him.
isn't there. So if I can't talk about the 2017 when our coach left, right, or when our coach is, because our coach isn't here, how are you able to bring up
It's still
1996?
it's still 0-0
That's the
though, because
craziest thing to
it's
me.
still 0-0 then because you didn't win.
Okay, so if we're using that, it's still Owen. You haven't even made it there. You haven't even made it to a championship game. Like, I don't think Cowboys fans realize what the goal every year is to do. It's not
get
to remember your history. You're watching History Channel to relive the glory days of the Cowboys. I'm watching ESPN. There's a difference. That's all
ESPN
I'm
was
saying.
around. ESPN was around when I watched them.
But they're not playing your Super Bowls. That's what I'm saying. They're not playing your championship games. They're not talking about you winning the Super Bowl.
They talk about Dallas
they,
all the time.
For clicks, but not for realism. You guys are the ones that tell them not to talk about y'all. I mean, but hey, it is what it is. It is what it is.
It is what it is. And it is what it is that you lost, and I love it. And guess what? And Dak is still your daddy.
Hey, I'd rather lose in the Super Bowl than lose in the where'd y'all lose in the? I don't even remember what it was. Hey, y'all allergic to the conference championships.
Well, hey, maybe if we play Daniel Jones and Josh
you were
Johnson,
the one
maybe
that said you didn't care about the number 1 seed. You were literally.
I'm saying,
said that.
but I'm saying you guys went against them, right? You guys went against Daniel Jones. That was easy.
About the number 1
was
seed,
that
you should have got it. And
I didn't care about the number 1 seed. I didn't care about the number 1 seed.
You can't complain about our road to the Super Bowl.
You said it was one of the most dominant. You said this
was
one of the
by
most,
the numbers.
It
wasn't
one of no
I'm
dominant.
not
You
saying
played the Giants and Josh Johnson.
See, you're bringing up a totally different thing of what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. Cowboys fans so desperately want to be seen, and it's crazy.
How?
You get it. In the 90s, you guys were good. You're not.
I'm not talking about the 90s. I'm talking about, you said the one of this was the most historical playoff runs,
by
right?
The numbers, by the
numbers, right? But you played Daniel Jones.
That
Can
doesn't
we?
matter, bro.
How does it
That
not
really
matter?
does not matter because there's been other trash teams. You think we had the easiest road ever in the NFL? You think there was never an injury in the playoffs? Like realistically,
Is Daniel
come on.
Jones good?
That's not the. Is Skylar Thompson good? Is Skylar Thompson good? Did they lose by 24 points? No. Like that's what I'm trying to tell you.
I'm just saying. I'm just asking. Is
Is
Josh Johnson any good?
what is that? You're just ignoring the fact, right? You're just ignoring the point. It is what it is. I can't. Hey, I hope y'all feel good that y'all can just make up a bunch of lies and try to use that as y'all suit.
How's that a lie? You played Josh Johnson. He played on 13
because
NFL teams.
You misquoted what I said and then try to use it as ammo, but you're not using it correctly. I'm trying to tell you the truth. If you want to listen to the numbers, it's the truth. But what you guys want to hear is about 30 years ago. So let's talk about 30 years ago. All right. What happened 30 years ago? I was 5. I was 2. I was 2. So I don't even know what the hell was happening.
So it's not my fault. Social media blew up. So you're blaming social media.
How?
Social media blew up.
Social media.
You're saying I was 2 years old. Social media wasn't even out then, okay? But now social media is out, so now you can. So it's different because social media puts a lot more things out there. You keep on talking. You were 2, okay? What does that mean? Because you were 2 years old. It doesn't matter that you were 2 years old.
That's what I'm saying is that it's 30 years ago. Like, why are we continuously talking about it? That's my main point. Why are we continuously to defend what's happening right now? You guys bring up stuff that happened 30 years ago.
Okay, I won't bring it up then. Let's talk about it. I won't bring it up. You lost in the Super Bowl. You're 1-1 in Super Bowls in the last 5 years. So you're not dominating, right? You're not dominating because you're 500 right now, right? And overall, you're 1-3. But I guess we can't talk about history because history don't matter. So if you guys went to 3 more Super Bowls and you lost all of them, I guess we couldn't talk about that then, Joe, right?
That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about the right now, where we are right now. Like this is what I'm saying.
Are y'all that much better than us? You're saying you're that much better than us?
Our organization has been run way better than you, especially.
So how come y'all don't dominate us every year?
Okay. All right, Jay.
Answer that. No, you just said you said your organization is no. Let's move. No, we're not talking. No, we're not. We're moving the Super Bowl. We're talking about us head to head, right? You said your organization is better than ours, right?
Okay,
didn't you just tell me that
we're the same then? We're equal because we split most years. Outside of 1 year that you had a 3-game win streak. I would say that we're about equal then. If you're just talking about head to head, if you're talking about head to head.
Because you're saying your organization is better than ours, and I'm like, how? Because if our organization is better than us, wouldn't you be beating us every year?
If you're talking head to head, okay, we are basically equal the past 10, 20 years.
You're not basically equal. We're 12-8. That's not basically equal.
4-game difference is about the same. Anyways, okay, whatever. You're 4 games better than us in a 10, 12, 20 year span. Cool. Sounds good. At the end of the day, us as an organization, we make the playoffs. We win games in the playoffs. We consistently make the playoffs. You guys are not the same. So yes,
you consistently make the playoffs.
Yes, we consistently make the playoffs. We missed the playoff once since we won the Super Bowl. Once.
So you went in 2018, right?
Yeah, that might have been the one. I don't have it in front of me. I know we missed it once since we went to the Super Bowl. I think we went the year right after the Super Bowl, so I believe 2018 we did go. I think that was the year that we lost to the Saints, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, somebody pull that up. Somebody pull that up for me because you said you was going to Super Bowl every year. I mean playoffs every year.
We do.
Playoff.
We go to the playoffs. We go to the playoffs. Damn near. I think we have the most playoff appearances in the division in the past 20 years. I mean, the Eagles have been very, very competent, very, very competitive. No, we have not won a Super Bowl every year, but you guys have not made the playoffs as often as us. So I think that as a franchise, yes, we are above you. I do think that head to head, we're about the same because I think 4 games is not that huge of a huge of a difference. So
I got them cussing. I love it.
Yeah, you know. It's the same conversation. It's the same conversation. Oh, but we got 8-3. Oh, but it don't matter unless you win Super Bowls. Oh, well then if you're gonna talk about us not winning Super Bowls, then 8-3.
I mean, we were talking
literally just me chasing my tail at this point. It's like it's But
I mean, I
can't
gave
wait
you
for
your
that.
props, but you didn't win the Super Bowl, so I can't give you your props right there. But when you say your organization was better than ours, and then if you say that, then I would just come back with that. You said our organization is trash. You said you're better than us. So if somebody tells me that, that makes me go back to say, well, then shouldn't you be dominating us every year if your organization is better than ours? And if you're better than us, shouldn't you be beating us every year? Isn't that a fair point? Not even going in circles. Is
Not
that not
really.
a fair
If
point?
you
How
does our
not?
organization play each other? No, there's different
We're
teams,
in the
different
same
players.
division.
Okay, but what I'm saying, I'm talking about when I say our organization is better than yours, I'm talking front
Mhm.
office, the people making the decisions. Our team changes every single year. I definitely think that our team and our front office is making way better decisions than the Dallas Cowboys have been making these past 20 years. And if you say that you don't
And
agree
you
with
have
that,
one chip.
that's but see, okay, well then, okay.
Well, look,
We don't want to
let's
have
look at
that
the Kansas
conversation.
City
Don't ask
Chiefs.
me a
Let's look.
question.
No, no,
If all you're
no.
gonna do is
I'm
be
gonna
like,
jump
but
to
then
the
you only have
Kansas
one
City.
chip.
I'm gonna go
Man,
to the
come
Kansas City
on.
Chiefs. I'm gonna go to Kansas City Chiefs. Andy Reid left y'all, right? He went to the Chiefs. How many Super Bowl appearances have they had in a row?
In a row?
Yeah.
I mean, like 2. This is their
Or
second one in a row. No,
but
they missed it last year, right?
how
They
many
missed it
but
last
how
year.
many Super Bowl appearances he had Andy Reid since he's been over there? Somebody
3.
pull that up. He's
3.
had 3 Super Bowl appearances since here.
He's won
3.
2.
And how long has he been there? Like 10 years?
Yeah, I think just as long as he's been in Philadelphia, a little bit longer.
Right. So my thing is, how did he go over to Kansas City? Can you answer this? He was with y'all, right? Y'all went to championship games. You didn't win. He leaves y'all. He goes to Kansas City, goes to Super Bowls, and win. What do you think the difference is?
Patrick Mahomes. I mean, like,
Okay.
what kind of question is that?
So I'll say,
Patrick Mahomes. I mean,
so quarterback does make a difference there, right?
I mean, he's a generational quarterback.
Okay.
I'm not sure what point that means.
So then Donovan McNabb was just
I never said that. I literally never said that. We made it to how many championship games? If
he
you look
choked.
at but you look at his team. I don't get what you're trying to get to. So if you want to just troll, I'll give you the floor. You can just say stuff if you want. It's just like you just
That's what I'm
telling
saying.
me everybody chokes. You're choking. This guy's choking. But when we talk about how you haven't done anything in 27 plus years, how are we going to talk about that? How are we going to talk about
I
that?
admit it. I admit it. I haven't run away and
Okay,
said
and
we
I'm
haven't
admitting
done
what you're
something.
saying. Yes, we have one ring.
But how come? But see, here's the thing. You keep on talking to me, Joe, about we're better than you, and you keep on going back to the past. So I mean, but you go back there. Like as soon as I say
never
something,
went back to the past. I said my statement was
okay.
that we are better than you right now.
So when we
the
first
past
opened
20
up the
years.
show, and I said y'all choked, you went right there and said, "Well, y'all ain't did nothing in 27 years." That's the first thing you said.
No, but the first thing I said was, "Where were y'all?" That's literally
And then
what I
what
said.
did you
Where
say
were
right
y'all?
after that? Tell me what you said right after that.
After a couple half 10, 15 minutes of us
There you
arguing.
are, Drew.
Yes, I said,
there you are,
come
Drew.
on.
I was waiting. My bad, dog. I was waiting for you, Drew. There you go. Because y'all thought you was going to hide, Drew. Shut up. Don't talk to me, Drew.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Don't say
I've
nothing,
never
Drew.
seen people,
Don't say nothing to me,
I've
Drew.
never seen people puff out their chest over another team's victory. If you were a Chiefs fan, I could see going this long and this hard. People called me emotional, but you guys weren't even in the game. And you guys are trying to make fun of a team that was in the game. Makes no sense. You guys lost 4 weeks ago and are still talking about the Eagles.
We weren't talking about the Eagles. The only reason why I talk about the Eagles because I do.
The only reason why I talk about
that's Rome, not me. I don't.
You
do
did
that.
too.
So
you was talking.
I did that
about the Eagles,
this past year because y'all lost. You're right. I did.
Exactly.
I did. I don't run for that.
How you gonna tell me?
But
I'm wrong
do you ever see me
right?
talking about y'all during the whole year, tweeting about y'all? No, you don't.
Yes.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't see me tweeting about y'all. You a damn lie.
Right. Yes, you do.
Lie. You a damn lie.
All year, game, it's what's happening to the Eagles. Hey, come on, bro.
Are you serious? No, I don't. I don't care about y'all because you are not a rival to me.
If I find anything,
go.
I'm gonna go through your tweets.
You go. Because it's only time.
Eagles.
Yeah, search Eagles because every time I talk about y'all is when we're playing y'all. I don't sit there and just randomly talk about no Philadelphia Eagles like y'all talk about us. You make shows about Dallas, dude.
No, I do not. How do I make shows about Dallas?
Dallas lost to San Francisco. Dallas? Did you make a video about it?
Y'all making videos about us too.
I did not. You said
the
Rome.
Cowboys, the
We're not
Eagles
talking
suck.
about
Oh,
Rome. We're
come
talking
on,
about
bruh.
James, bruh.
Y'all,
We're
but
talking
you keep
about
saying
James.
y'all. You keep
have
saying
not
y'all.
seen me make a whole
Bruh, you keep
video
saying
talking
y'all, but when
about
I say
y'all.
y'all, it's
You.
different.
I
Come
said
on,
you,
bruh.
Rome. I mean, I said you, Joe, me, James. You, Joe, have made
That's not
videos.
a show. That's a 10-minute video. 10-minute video is a show. That's a whole
That
show.
is but that means we're on your mind, right?
Y'all
Yes
on
or
our
no?
mind. Yeah. You we
See,
on
you're
y'all mind
deflecting.
just as much.
Answer.
We on y'all mind just as y'all talk.
I don't make 10-minute videos about y'all.
As much
I don't sit
as
there and
us.
make 10-minute
Bro, you made a
videos about
whole
y'all.
video. I watched your live when you was in the car. I watched your live and literally you said in the first 5 minutes, "Oh, I'm about to give it to these Eagles fans." Watch.
Because you
I'm about to
just
give it to these
lost a
Eagles fans.
Super Bowl.
But you made
Yes.
a video about it. We were the first thing on your mind. Like, come
Right.
on, bro.
Okay, so
Everybody does it. Everybody does it.
No, I don't.
Everybody does it.
During the regular season, no, I did not. But we go through your tape and I'll pull it up and I'm going to share it on my Twitter. Your videos that you made about the Dallas Cowboys losing this year. I'm going to pull them up because there were multiple
Go ahead,
videos
Tuck
you did.
pulled them up. I don't care.
I will.
I don't care. Everybody does that. I'm not.
I don't
I'm not
care.
saying that I
No, we
don't talk
don't.
about y'all. To
Why?
say that
Why
y'all
do you
never
talk about us
the
then?
Eagles is crazy. To say
Why do you
y'all
talk
never
about
talk
us?
about the Eagles is crazy.
I don't make
I'm gonna
videos
watch
about
y'all
y'all.
final word the next time y'all do it. If y'all say a damn word about the Philadelphia Eagles, bro,
Boss is going to bring up them Eagles. I don't.
Exactly the delusion
Boss.
that y'all have. Y'all always talking
Boss.
about us, bro.
I said James.
Y'all always talking about
I
us.
said
bro.
James. You said y'all. We're going to.
Okay, James.
Me
You don't.
and
You don't talk ever about us. I'm sure we can pull up just like you didn't say. My audience has caught you on so much.
No, they haven't. They caught me on one damn thing. No, they didn't. They caught me on one damn video.
They've been catching
They
you
caught
on
me
some
one
stuff.
video.
So we're gonna have to talk.
Go ahead. I
I'ma
don't
go
care
through
what
the
your
tape.
fans
I'ma
do.
go
Your
through the
fans
tape.
ain't
We gonna go
nothing
through
to
the
me.
tape.
What they say, run through the tape because I'm gonna post your videos, all the videos that you made of Dallas this year when we lost.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
That means we stay on your mind. Yeah. Did your mic go out? Your mic? I can't hear you.
Can you hear me
Hello?
now?
Yeah, now I got you. You there?
Yeah, I can't wait till the next one I make. I can't wait till the next one I make.
Good.
Joe not mad. Joe, boy, y'all just talk about the same thing. Y'all talk about the same thing. Like, oh, look at them. They mad. What? Y'all corny. I'm sorry. A lot of Cowboys fans corny as hell to me.
And y'all are just as
too shy
corny.
when they want to troll.
Because you know why y'all corny? Because y'all go with insults. Your fan base is terrible. Your fan base goes to insult, talking
That's what
crazy
y'all
to
all
people.
say.
No,
I
it's
could
the
pull
truth.
up just as many people from Cowboys
please
Nation
pull
that
it up.
DM'd me talking about you're a loser, you're a piece of shit. This, that, like the stuff that your
please do,
fan base has.
because that's
Like,
terrible.
come on, bro.
I agree with you, Joe. But your fans, I think, are just a little bit more over the top than ours, especially with the disrespect. Especially with the disrespect, dog. Y'all are some of the most disrespectful fans out there, bar none.
Yeah,
And you know it.
so,
And you
I
know
don't
it.
think so.
Yeah, you do.
I really
Y'all
don't
y'all
think
are some
so.
of the most disrespectful fans out there. Y'all come out there screaming, yelling at people, talking trash. Look at the football games. Look at the football games. Half of y'all football games, you can't even go to your football games because y'all be trying to fight everybody. As soon as somebody says one bad thing about your team, y'all want to fight. That just goes to show how classless your fan base is most of the times. You're one of the few ones, Joe. I'm gonna give you your props. You're one of the few ones. But when you listen to most of your fan base, it's always insults. Y'all want to fight. Y'all always talking trash. And you say one thing, oh, y'all ain't no good. You blah blah blah. Lose it. I mean, y'all go ham and y'all go in. It's like, bro, calm down. So I think it's your fan base is a little bit more classless than ours because y'all just insult people all off the rip. But it's all good. At the end of the day,
depends on what fan base. Y'all internet fan base is classless. Y'all have no. I'm not gonna say y'all. I'm not gonna include you in this. But most of them have actual no base of knowledge of what they're talking about. They just regurgitate what they heard somebody say and misquote it. So that's usually what I'm running into with.
I don't think our content creators are as bad as some of y'all's too. I
I'm
think
not
our
talking about
content
creators. I'm not
I
talking
think
about
our
that. I'm not
content.
gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna talk junk about nobody.
Because I think our
I'm
content
cool
creators
with
are a
lot of
little bit
content
better
creators.
than that. Because we a lot of us really rock with you, Joe. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's why I was just saying. That's why I was like, I'm not gonna go there. I'm not talking. I'm cool with a lot of Cowboy. I'm about to die over here, but I need some water. But no, I think yeah, I'm cool with a lot of y'all content creators. So I ain't gonna say talk junk about nobody individually, but the internet. Them people are annoying. They're annoying as hell. But
Might be
I
annoying,
mean,
but
hey,
it is what it is. I feel you. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you my dog. I appreciate you. Appreciate everybody in the chat. But at the end of the day, y'all lost. And you know what? I am gonna gloat in it. I'm sorry. I'm gonna gloat in it. I'm gonna troll in it. And whenever somebody brings up something when we're in our show, I'm gonna bring it up that you lost. So get ready, Eagles fans. You can go back and say we have dusty trophies. You can say this was back in 1922. You can say all that. And all I'm gonna say is we got more than you. Catch up. There's a show that out here in Columbus, Ohio, is called Catch Up. It's called the Catch Up Show. Catch up. That's all I'm gonna say to y'all. Every time y'all say something to me, I'm gonna say catch up. Catch up. Because if your organization, this ain't you, Joe. I'm talking to your fans right now. I'm gonna leave you out of this, Joe, because you my dog. But this is to your fan base right here. Catch up then. If we suck so bad and whatever, Mr. Pooty Poo, all your fans are goofy and corny. Yeah, I'm saying you don't win, you choked. We got more than you. I don't care if they were 100 years or dust off or dust them off or whatever. Catch up. Catch up. And y'all mad. That's why y'all all mad every single year at us, because you can't catch up. You get mad every year because you want to be that. You want to have 5 chips. You want that so bad in your lives. I know y'all do. That's why you're always mad at us. That's why you're always talking about Dallas. We want Dallas. We never scream, we want Philly. Dun, 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 dun. We want Philly. We never do that to y'all. Y'all do that to us every single year. We want Dallas. You know why? Because you want us, you want to be us. And even though you went to the Super Bowl, that's great. I give you props. Howard Roseman, props. But you lost, and you got to catch up. And I'm going to say it again. Catch up. So you can say we choke, but catch up. You can say we choke. Catch up. You can say our organization is better than us. No, you're not, because we have more victories than y'all. So your organization is not better than us. And in the last 10 years, we have a winning record over y'all. You're not better than us. Our quarterback, since we're talking about the quarterbacks right now, Dak Prescott, Jalen Hurts, our quarterback, yes, he hasn't been there. Jalen Hurts got there 1 year. But guess what? And against your organization, he owns y'all. So if you guys were so much better than us, you should kick our butts every single year. If your organization was so much better than us, not you, Joe, I'm leaving you out of this. You just sit there and listen to this. If your organization is so better, much better than us, you Philly fans that talk all this trash, how come y'all don't beat us every year, Philly fans? Tell me. You keep on talking that old stuff. How come y'all don't beat us every year, Philly? Huh? How come y'all don't own us every year, since your organization is so much better, since your team is so much better than you, since your players are so much better than us, and all this? How come y'all don't beat us every year? Huh? How come y'all don't have a winning record of us every year? How come y'all ain't dominating us every year? You're not doing it. How come y'all ain't winning NFC East champions every single year? Why? Because we do. We own y'all. Overall, playoffs, all that. We own y'all. Dak owns y'all. He has a winning record against y'all, a considerably winning record against y'all. So guess what? Sorry, your organization ain't better than ours. Philly fans, get over it. We own y'all. We own the Eagles. Your little brother, you're not catching up. And when you do catch up, come holler at me. But you ain't caught up yet. You talk about how great your organization is, and you're still sitting on 1.
fly, Eagles, fly.
James,
we gonna be right back in the Super Bowl, and then we're gonna be talking about this. I can't
Catch
wait.
up. Catch up. We are your daddy. We own y'all. We own the Eagles, period. I ain't even talking about the Super Bowl right now. I'm talking about the organizations. We
Talking about
own
regular season.
y'all.
That's what we
Yeah,
talking
okay, regular season,
Talking about
whatever you
regular
want to call it.
season and
Hey,
totally different teams.
even when we did head-to-head matchups in the playoffs, we still own y'all. Dak is trash. He owns y'all, so your team is trash then. El Yepa, whatever the hell your goofy name is. He owns y'all, though. Dak is trash. I love hearing Eagles fans say Dak is trash, but he owns y'all. Drew says Dak is ass. But how come he owns y'all? Drew, answer that. Answer that, Drew. How come he owns y'all? How is Dak ass if he owns y'all? His record is what, 8-2 against y'all or 8-3? How come, if he's so sorry, how come he beats y'all the majority of the time? How
Dak might
fans
not even
answer that?
Cowboy next year. So I mean, it sounds
Yeah,
good
he
when
is. Yes,
back.
he is. Y'all, you can't beat him. Dak is ass.
We'll see what happens.
Shady McCoy jumps out there and says Dak is ass. Right? Excuse me for saying that because you can say ass on here. That's what that's what Shady said. He said, "Can I say ass?" Okay, yeah. Philly is ass. Can I say that? I'm looking at my producer. Can I say that? Yeah, Philly is ass because Dak owns them.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I think the Eagles are going to build right back up. We're going to be right back in the Super Bowl. You might beat us in one of the regular season games, and
Dak is
I
always
hope that's
playing
good
a
enough for you.
backup. You sound goofy as hell,
I
Amber.
think that Jalen Hurts is now the king of the NFC East, and we'll
How
show
is he
that
the king?
next year.
How is he the
won
king
it.
and y'all
He
split?
won it. He went to the Super Bowl. He made
He
it
didn't
happen.
win the Super
We
Bowl
won the
though,
division and did.
but he didn't win the
So
Super Bowl.
if he just
Dak
because
won
he
the
lost
Dak
the
won
Super
the
Bowl
Dak
doesn't
won the
matter.
okay, so Dak won the division last year. Stop saying the division because
And
we
he
won
didn't
it
make
last
it to
year.
the Super Bowl. That's
And
not
he-
comparable.
But you didn't win.
You didn't even get there. At least get
Okay.
there. Talk to me.
So
You can't
so
compare
we're
the
doing
two if you didn't
all
even
right.
get there.
You're right. You have that
You
over
didn't
us.
even win a game in the playoffs. You did all that for nothing. You guys literally
You did
had
all that
two-
for nothing.
No, listen, hold on. You had two wide receivers over 1,000 yards, just like we did. You had a running back over 1,000 yards, just like we did. Shoot, you even had a quarterback that went over 5K. We ain't have that. But
Right.
what happened? You
Right.
guys lost in
And
the
you
first
have a ring
round.
like we do this year, right?
So losing in the first round is comparable to losing in the Super Bowl. I can't. That math ain't mathing. I think
I love
said
how
that
you
in the
move the
chat. That math
goalposts,
ain't
buddy.
mathing.
I love how you
It's-
move the
how is that?
goalposts.
We were just
You
talking
move the
about it. We were
goalposts. We were
literally-
just talking about it. You just compared our teams, 1,000-yard rusher, 1,000-yard. We both had that, but at the end of the day, we both have the same thing. Nothing.
You didn't win a game in the playoffs. That's totally
And you
different.
didn't win the Super Bowl. We
That's
did win a game in the
different. How is
playoffs.
that?
You won one more
Last
than
year?
us.
No, you did
I'm
not.
talking about this
When
past
you had it-
season.
I
I'm
was
talking about this
we were
past season.
when you compared last year's team to this year's team. And that's what I'm saying. Last year's team is not comparable to this year's team. Your team last year was not comparable to this team this year. You won the division and did absolutely nothing in the playoffs. You lost
Okay.
the first game.
Okay.
It's not the same.
How's it not the same?
Because we made the Super Bowl. We won 2 games. We are one of 3 teams to win.
You said you
both
won the
games
Super
by
Bowl or
3,
you
4
went to
or
the Super
more.
Bowl?
Bro, you ain't even listening, bro.
I know. I'm being serious. I didn't hear you. I said, did you
No, I
win the
said
Super
we
Bowl?
went to the Super Bowl.
Okay. That's
we
all I
went
didn't
to the
hear
Super
you.
Bowl. We literally, hey, it is what it is. We won 2 games. It is what it is. We didn't win that Super Bowl, so none of this mattered. We're going on to the draft soon. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, the Cowboys, the Eagles can catch up to the Cowboys' mystical 5, right? Whatever, man.
Okay,
I don't
True
even care
Savage.
anymore.
Okay,
That's not like
NFC
Gollum.
Conference champions. Is that me or is that you? Because I can't tell half these people half the time. But it's all good.
I
You
don't
my
know who
dog.
you-
Hey, you beat Daniel Jones, Josh Johnson. Nobody respects that run. I mean, I feel that. I mean, that's the truth.
Hey, it is what
Nobody
it is.
respects that run,
sounds
bro.
cute. Y'all can
Okay,
talk about
let
it
me
all y'all want.
let me ask
I
Drew.
gave y'all
Let me
my
answer Drew,
energy.
and then
what it is.
he said, answer my question, VJJ. Jack is 2-4 and 0-2 in the playoffs. Jalen is 2-2 with an NFC Championship and a Super Bowl appearance. Boom. So what is your point? I mean, what do you want me to
His
answer?
records are better. You were talking earlier about win percentage. I mean, I'm not the greatest at math, but that looks like a better win percentage for Jalen.
So isn't he deflecting? Because I said against head to head. What are you talking about? I talked about who owns who. I said between Dallas and Philly, and I said who owns what. Dak owns y'all. Period. That's just the truth. He owns y'all. And like Rome says, how many rings does Dak and Jalen have? They both have 0. He has the Super Bowl appearance, but he don't have a ring. So that's great that he has the appearance, but he don't have the ring. And everybody loves having the appearance, but if you ain't got the ring, it don't matter. Right? Ask Jim Kelly.
Hey, my final thoughts on this is that Dallas Cowboys would much rather
Little brother
be in the
energy.
situation. Hold on, I'm just hey.
Not you. I'm not talking about you, Joe. I'm just getting in your chat, your goofy chat, this goofy Amber girl.
I think that Dallas Cowboys would much rather be in the situation that the Philadelphia Eagles are, especially these past 5 years. but they don't want to admit that, so they're going to argue. So that's where I've mentally put myself. That's what I'm learning from Rome, from you, from Tuck. That's what I'm learning. Y'all just upset because y'all team ain't really doing anything. Y'all don't want to admit that. I've gotten y'all to admit it. So sideways, I've gotten y'all to admit it. But y'all don't want to admit that, and I respect that. I respect it. It is what it is. I mean, hey, if I was in your shoes, you're 100% right. I would do the same. I would. I would be mad, and I would talk that junk because that's what you got right now. But the Eagles got a franchise that's building. So, and you're going to
But
see.
you
You're
ain't
going to
winning,
see.
so I don't care.
Hey, 1-1, 1-1, 1-1, and we
One and
ain't
one.
done.
It's all good.
1-1, and we ain't done.
Did you hear? Did you hear what this dude said? What that dude say? He said head to head don't matter. He said
To me,
head
I
to
mean,
head.
it
He
depends on
said
what
head
question you're
because
asking.
if
It depends
Jalen
on what
if Jalen
question.
Hurts was kicking Dallas's butt every single year, head to head would matter. Drew, you sound like a goofy, bro. You sound like a whole goofy. You are goofy as hell to say head to head don't matter. The play, oh man, you just now it don't matter because if y'all were kicking our butts, it would matter. You just move the goalpost. We're about to end the show because I got to do my draft show. But bruh, y'all get on y'all draft show because that's what you're talking about right now. Y'all talking
Hey,
about the
bro.
draft like we talking about the draft. You ain't
And we
talking
gonna win
about
the
no super.
draft too.
Okay,
You know what time it is. We
you
gonna
gonna win the draft,
talk about the draft too. We're
right?
gonna talk about the draft too, and then we're gonna do our season predictions.
For sure.
And I already got us at 13, so I'm lucky. I'm on a hot streak. I'm excited though. Hey, yeah, I'll let you. I know you got to do your show. But yeah, we'll be back next week. We'll do some draft talk. Finally, we'll get into these prospects because I am excited. I think it's a good draft class this year. Interesting draft class. But is there
Interesting.
anything you want to say to the people before we get up out of here?
Yes, Eagles, we own y'all. Amber, we own you. Hey, Rudy Pooty Poop, Pooty Poop, Poop Poop. We own you. Hey, Drew, Goofy Drew, we
He
own
gonna remember
y'all.
all y'all. He gonna
We own
y'all
y'all.
now.
What's the other
Y'all
dude's
now
name?
have
Big
free rent
Joker.
space.
We own
Shout out to
y'all.
Big Joker. Dank
We
in here too. Shout out to Dank Burrito.
own. Yeah, Dank
Shout out to
Burrito.
Drew.
We own.
Amber
Yep.
Terrell. Shout out
Yeah,
to all of them
Amber.
because
Shout out to
we
all
got free
y'all.
rent
We
space.
own y'all. Yep. Y'all all up in here rent free because we own y'all. We own y'all. And that's it. We're big brother. You're little brother. And guess what? That's the fact. Jack.
Hey, at the end of the day, it is what it is. We'll see what happens. Eagles fans were humbled for a day, but we will be right back. And I ain't worried about it. So I appreciate everybody in the chat, man. At the end of the day, y'all all my peoples. Expect the Cowboys people, Eagles people. Y'all all my people. I respect all y'all. Shout out to everybody. We got over 120 people throughout the chat. So definitely hit that like, hit that subscribe wherever you are. Now it'll probably calm down a little bit. Next week, we'll probably still take shots. We'll have those 5, 10, 15-minute arguments, but we are going to start focusing on the draft for our
I got
respective
hands,
teams.
True Savage. I don't need no membership. I got hands, dog, and I got other stuff too. So shut up. You sound goofy.
I'll
You
be
know what I'm
seeing you
saying?
post up at the gym. Hey, it is
You know
what
what
it is.
I'm
I need to
saying?
go to the gym.
I'll
I need to
knock
go
you
to
out,
the gym.
bro. Shut up.
But at the end of the day, I appreciate everybody. Y'all know what it is, man. That is James. I am Joe, and I got to find the outro. But we are the best at my enemies. So peace.
Peace.